All right, guys, next step, before I go any further, I really need to get this battery out of here. Who knows how long the battery's been there? And to do that, really, really simple. Get out the trusty 10 millimeter wrench. I'm telling you, don't lose these. You should just hang one around your neck because you're going to need a 10 millimeter wrench all the time. Now, this might seem like just a complete simpleton video for sure. I mean, taking a battery off, there's no rocket science involved here. But it's an important step, right? I mean, let's get the power out of here. Let's get this battery out of here for sure. So just loosen it up, pull all the different connectors. Again, I should have my gloves on, practice what I preach, right? And again, we're going to save this nut and bolt. I'm going to keep that. There's also a nut and bolt here on the ground. That's there. I don't want to lose that either. But we're just going to move the wire harness out of the way. And this battery should come straight up. I don't think there's there's a little breather tube on this one right here. Pull that out. So there, we got the breather tube out. So again, I'm going to set that here. Don't want to lose it. I'm not going to use this battery most likely, but I'm going to have to use some finesse to get this. This ain't a one-hand job here. All right, let's just grab onto it. Pull it straight up. There we go. There's the battery. We'll be taking this to a recycle center for sure. Let's see what this revealed. All right, battery's out. Battery box looks pretty crusty, but we'll pull this out. There's usually a little rubber piece right here. This battery sits on it. Ooh, yeah, that's crusty. Not sure we're going to be able to do much with that, but again, we're going to take this. That's going to go in the box, and I don't know if it's rusted through or there's still some material there. We might be able to sandblast it. We'll see. Let's pull this battery basket and let's just get it out of the way. That's also going to take care of getting our regulator out of the way and our starter solenoid out of the way as well. So let's get this out of here. These are actually, if they work, and we can test them, if they're still good, that's cool. These rectifiers are good to have. I mean, you should upgrade them too, but if it works, it works. All right, the next step in trying to get this battery box out is to tackle these two connections. And so it holds the battery box in. There's a screw here, and there's a screw here. And it's the same on both sides, okay? You're going to have to deal with these. Now, they look like Phillips, all right? Now, Phillips fits in these, but I really, really recommend that you go to your impact, okay? Go to this, use this. These screws are actually, they're not going anywhere. And when you start torquing on these with a Phillips screwdriver, you're actually going to strip these out. And then you're really, really, really screwed. So let's give it a whirl here with the impact driver. Let's go to this top one. Tried to move it, didn't move. So I'm going straight to this. Now, the key to the impact driver is that you need to be able to hit and twist at the same time. So I'm putting a bunch of pressure inward, and now I'm just going to hit it with my hammer and twist it counterclockwise. There, that broke. There, that one broke free. That's awesome. So let's try the same thing here. I'm going to push it in, and I'm going to push in, okay? I'm going to hit it and twist. That one's not turning yet. I think it turned. Ooh, this one's going to be a bit real pain. We're going to work on that one, but man, persistence on these. You got to get them to turn, so push and pull. Oh, it felt like it turned there. But anyway, I'm going to work on these, but that's how you use these, okay? In there, push in. As you hit, be pulling it towards you. Kind of like you're pulling the throttle on a motorcycle a little bit, right? But you're just going to keep working it until it comes around. There, I got it. Hey, it just came out. Woohoo! All right, same thing on the other side, okay? Just go and remove both of those screws. Looks like that one actually broke off in there. It was so rusty, so that's not a good sign. Let's go to the other side. All right, same, second verse, same as the first. This is why it's also really important that you WD everything up. Oh, that one popped right away. Great. Oh, my bit actually got stuck in there. Wait, one. There we go. Now let's try and get this. Hey, interesting. All right, so I'm seeing something kind of interesting here. This is where you need to stop and take a picture. Okay, really, really valuable. Let me go grab my phone. So one thing that I really encourage you to do while you're working on your motorcycle is that when you start taking things apart, take a ton of pictures, okay? Just take a ton of pictures. Like this little wire that we just ran across, it's good to have a document of like where that was. So, take your phone and snap pictures, snap more pictures. When I did my CB350 this last winter, I think I took over 2,000 photos through every step of taking it apart. And I'm telling you, one of the most useful things I had when I was putting it back together was being able to refer back to the photos of exactly how it was when I took it apart. So have your camera, okay? Have your camera, take lots of pictures. This is a perfect example of why. Because in this wiring harness, there's this one wire that's getting grounded to this battery box. And it's important that you put this stuff back. All right, now that we've taken our pictures, let's get this last one out. And now we can note that there was a ground there. These ones are tough. Keep whacking on it. Again, just push and hit. Feels like it's going. Using this impact driver is really, really key to getting these going. Yeah, this one's gonna be tough. Boy, it's really rusty on the frame. All right, plan B. It's inevitable. You are going to run into nuts, bolts, screws, whatever that are not gonna move. So, failed with the impact driver on that one. So, next step is I would just go to the vice grip. All right, vice grip, and clamp that puppy on, and we should be able to get that to move. We'll give that a try. Otherwise, out comes the Dremel, but we'll see. Let's see what happens. All right, so I'm just gonna I want a lot of tension on this. So I'm gonna push. Nope, not enough. It's kind of a rounded screw, so this could be a little tricky. Oh yeah, muscle that on there. See if that goes. No, we're having troubles with this one. This bolt is just rusting, falling apart, man. Not a good sign. That bolt's just breaking off. No good, no good. It's maybe an operation for the Dremel. That's kind of your next step, man, is you just got to cut it out of there with the Dremel. Definitely try that because this one ain't moving. It's real typical. Ooh, yeah, that ain't going anywhere. It's real typical that if you got 4 bolts, 3 come out good, and the last one gives you problems. So I think I'm going to go the Dremel route on this one to get this out. Because it ain't moving. That whole, some heat maybe would help. Man, I almost wish it would just crumble in on itself. But it ain't going. Ain't going. All right, we're going to get super aggressive now. All right, got eye protection, number 1, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on. And then we're going to dive into this. We're going to see if we can cut this out of there. We'll deal with the rest later, but I've got my Dremel, got a cutter bit on it. See if we can get this out of here. It's getting hot. You can cut that head. Oh, I just broke the bit. All right, put another one on. All right, new bit. Let's keep going. Safety goggles on. You're gonna run in. You're gonna run into things like this. You just need to be patient. We're just gonna cut the top of that bolt off. We'll deal with it later. It ain't the end of the world. Yeah, cutting. These Dremels are really great. We do a lot with these. Keep grinding away at it. And try not to hit the actual battery box. Because again, I would love to be able to salvage as many pieces as I can. I should be able to get a screwdriver under that now and pull that out. So let's grab a screwdriver while it's nice and hot. And let's see if we can break that off. Where's my hammer? Sometimes you just got to get violent with stuff here. Make sure that it works. Definitely a slowdown for the day, for sure, though. Well, not quite enough. I'm going to have to keep on going. All right, just for the hell of it, I'm going to see if I can start turning this just with the vice grip on it. And that was enough to break it. So that's good. So battery box should be clear now. Man, it's rusty. There's that wire that just falls off of there. But yeah, it's free. It's flexing. You can kind of see it when you move that. So we'll be able to get that out of there. Next one, we just got to go up on the top end and get the other screw out. This one should come out easily. And there it is. All right, just make sure you're keeping your parts, all right? Keep the parts. We're going to get them in bags, and we're going to label everything here in just a second. All right, so let's look at the top of the battery box here. We've got a few things going on. The rectifier is here, and here's our starter solenoid right here. We've got some wires going in here. So this, again, is where you want to make sure that you're bringing in your phone and you're taking pictures, because we have a lot of things happening here. We've got this yellow and black wire coming out of the starter solenoid, and then we have this bundle here with yellow and black here. So as long as you're documenting that, it makes things a lot easier. These should just pull apart. Yep, so you can get that. So that's now free. The only other thing that's holding us up now is there is a fuse wedged here. See it right here? That should just pull right up. There it is. That's free. So this battery box, let's see, just looking around here, only thing holding us up would be the regulator underneath. But this should just be free now. Let's see if it comes up at all. Yeah, it's totally free. It's holding up on that bottom corner where I had all those issues, but just gotta work on these things. You should also, if we go down here just a little bit, gotta unplug this from the wiring harness as well. And again, take pictures of things. Okay, that just unplugs there. My regulator is free. That's all free. That's good. Now there's just one box under here that I need to get free. And if I remember correctly, it's really no fun at all to get these two, I believe they're 10 millimeter bolts out of this battery box. But let's see. Yeah, nothing else is holding me up. It's free here. It's free here. It's really just this one corner down here that's holding me up. I'm going to wail on this a little bit with a hammer. I'll be right back. All right, this is actually really, really simple. It's just this nubbin here. Flip that because I cut that bolt, so there's a little protrusion there. And this battery box is going to start sliding right out. All right, flipping over on the other side of the bike, there's also another connector here I totally forgot about. This is to your starter solenoid here. It's, again, a 10 millimeter, and you just need to take this off. I'll show you on the other side when we flip back around. We're not going to get the battery box out without this coming off. So I don't know if this starter solenoid is any good or not. I would highly doubt it, but we'll test it and we'll see if it works. But then see, there's this black wire. Pull that out just like that. I'm actually going to reach around and just pull that on out. I'll show you on the other end where this actually comes from. So here we are on the other side. Here's that wire that came up underneath here and it connected to the starter solenoid. We're just gonna move that out of the way for now. We don't need it, but we wanna turn our attention to this regulator connection right down here on the bottom. So you're gonna see green, yellow, and black, all right? Coming out of the main wiring harness is a black with 2 and a green and a yellow, okay? Take pictures. Get your phone and take pictures of this stuff. It really, really will help you out in the long run. These are gonna pull apart. Now this other one, I believe, goes to the brake light on the foot brake. So for now though, I'm only really worried about getting this regulator free. So I'm just gonna pull these apart. Hopefully, yep, should pop right off. We'll pull the green and the yellow. Now, it wouldn't be a horrible idea to just go ahead and label these while we're at it. So you can definitely do that. Just a piece of wire and a tag or a piece of tape and just say, hey, these were the ones for the regulator down below. But with that, this case is gonna pop right out. That's your battery case right there. Let's take a closer look at it. All right, here it is. Rusty gold. How about that? This rectifier doesn't look too bad. There's the starter solenoid, and there's that regulator down below. All comes out in one piece. We will take all of these components apart at some point, but for now, we're just going to put these right here. And we're going to get all the bolts, and we're going to label it all up. All right, so that's how you remove the battery box, and you can see it really opens up the bike. You know, here we just have the wiring harness. We need to clean this out. So we got to get everything off of this engine. So that means we got to get the clutch cable out. We got to get the spark plugs. Well, that's easy. You just pull the spark plug. That's no big deal. But we got to get these foot grips out. You know, we've got to get a bunch of stuff out of here yet. So, yeah, let's just keep diving in, keep going deep on this thing. Battery box out of the way, getting nice and airy. So thanks for watching the videos. I hope this was helpful. We ran into our first snag too. So you just got to troubleshoot, come up with ideas, get aggressive with stuff once in a while to make things happen. If you're enjoying the videos, please subscribe. Also, follow on Instagram, follow on Twitter at BVMatson. I want to keep this project going. I want to keep it rolling. So appreciate the support. And yeah, I think we tackle with all of this in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.